Welcome to another unbagging video from theplayersaid.com. I'm Grant. I'm now going to unbox another game from Paul Rohrbaugh and High Flying Dice Games called Gone to Pieces. And I'm going to butcher this name, and I apologize. The Battle of Benoit, I think is how you say that. Sorry if I have offended anyone. This is a smaller battle in the Vietnam War, December 28th, 64 to January 1 of 65. So Paul came out with this game a couple of months ago. I want to say in February or March here of 2018. I have several of his Vietnam games like this, these folio games, and really have enjoyed them. I think they're well done. They all use a similar system with card draws, kind of a battle of war over with those cards, and then some activations that come from them, random events that come from draws, and they are hex encounter based war games that typically play to conclusion in an hour to 2 hours. So this is another interesting one. It comes in a poly bag. I'm going to go ahead and open this without trying not to damage it. But High Flying Dice Games specializes in these, I want to say, little known battles or out of the way battles in history. And I really appreciate that Paul spends a lot of time keeping us involved in the different parts of history and teaching us lessons through his games. So here we're going to look at the map. And it's actually a bigger map than normal. I'm actually going to move all this stuff out of the way. I'll put the map down as the base. Obviously, I haven't had time to flatten it out. This actually appears to be a much, much longer game than some of his other games. Here you can see there's a turn track down here, and these maps are actually going to, overlap slightly, kind of like that. So I'll need to figure out how to flatten those out, put them under plexi, and it'll look really good. But you can see here's the game turn track. There are 19 turns in the game. Here is a record track. These are different modifiers to activations. So pretty cool. Very well done. Ilya Kudryashov is the artist for this game. We did an interview with him probably 6 months ago. He is a Russian graphic design artist and has done a lot of different games, lots of work for like Hollandspiel, One Small Step. I think he's even done some work for Compass and others, and now High Flying Dice. But yeah, very basic functional map. You can clearly see the different terrain, kind of an interesting use of color. And this is not your typical war game map. I kind of like it. It's different, feels different, and hopefully that will be evocative of the experience and the theme. But that's a look at the map. Here is a look at the counters. These are mounted counters, so they are spray glued onto a harder cardboard. And then what you have to do, they are not die cut. I believe you can pay, I want to say $5 more, and these games usually run $15 to $20, so you can pay $5 more and they will come die cut. I recommend that. So what I'm going to have to do is use my cutter to line these up and cut through them. So it's kind of an arts and craft project, and that's okay. But very simple counters. Here's some administrative concealed counters, game turn, artillery strike. And then here you have some of the Vietnamese units, different formations of infantry. I'm not exactly sure what the black border means, but might be sappers nope, these are sappers. So yeah, different units. These are 3-4 units. They do have a reduced side. So if I flip that over, those 3-4s become 2-4s. The American units are at the top. You can see they're different types. They're using the NATO symbols, just like the Vietnamese are. You have some airborne units there, some Marine units, other airborne. So kind of cool. This should be a pretty interesting game. There are Rangers there as well. And then you have some tanks, artillery, And I'm guessing some of these are Arvin. Maybe the Rangers are Arvin. Anyway, real quick look at those counters. You can see there's a couple sniper counters, double-sided counters. Very, very nice, simple, straightforward. Nothing real fancy about these, but I think they're functional, they're readable, and very, very simple. So there's a look at the counters. Then you've got the rules, and it's basically just 8.5 by 11 pages with printed rules. The rule book here is 6 pages. Very simplified system. Yeah, so there are Arvin units, as well as some, well, it may all be Arvin. I'm just not sure. I don't know the history of this game. But yeah, they've got the different rules here, the system, how you play. There's a sequence of play as well. And looks pretty interesting. So once again, you're going to you'll use just simply a deck of face cards. You'll pull out the numbers that it tells you to use, and then you'll play those and follow it, how it goes. But it's a pretty simplified system that has some neat elements to it. So yeah, there's a look at Gone to Pieces, the Battle of Ben Hoa. Battle in Vietnam, looks like between the Arvin and Vietnamese units there. And this is probably just prior to the U.S. getting involved on the ground. So it may just be Arvin units. So I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to learn the history, play this game, have a good time, and then report back to you what we find out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like it. If you enjoy our channel and what we're trying to do, please subscribe. And then you can also always check out our written blog at thePlayer'sAid.com, where we do written reviews, in-depth strategy articles, session reports and AARs, as well as various monthly features and designer interviews. We kind of try to hit all the range of material and keep it interesting for our readers. So please go check that out. Once again, Gone to Pieces, the Battle of Ben Hoa, designed by Paul Rohrbaugh from High Flying Dice Games. Thank you for watching.